and welcome to the video. I'm not alone. Somewhere in the distance Eddie Skelson is meandering down the canal towpath like he's on some leisurely walk. When I first got here it did have some gorgeous light. The weather now has switched to what the forecast was, absolutely dull. So there's not going to be much light in this woodland, so we might have to find some open space. I have seen a few bluebells. It could be a little bit too early for this location. I hope not, but we'll see what we're going to get. So we'll just wait for his lordship to arrive. Could be waiting a while. They seem to be getting lost recently, so that's why I've come back. I did walk up into the woodland, but I've come back to the edge just in case he misses us turning. We're going to end up playing a new game called Find Eddie. Let's see what the conditions are like today in this woodland for bluebell photography. Well, I'm still waiting, so I thought while I'm waiting I'll just talk about what I watch on YouTube, or rather how my watch habits have changed, certainly over the past year. Now, during COVID I did binge watch YouTube, and I subscribed and watched a lot of channels, and in particular quite big channels, because you always think that if a channel's quite big then it's going to be good and it's going to be popular. If you see a video that's had 1,000 views in a day, you think, God, that must be good, I'm going to watch that. And over the years I've learned that that's not the case. And I think what you've got to realise is that when you see a video that's had 1,000 views, it could have had 1,000 views, but people might have only watched it for the first 2 or 3 minutes to see how good it is. So I began watching the big channels, and I would say over the past year I've stopped watching the bigger channels, and I've kind of moved over more to what I'll call down-to-earth channels, and they're the kind of channel that visits locations I want to go to, so UK based. And it's okay, these big channels, going off to places like Patagonia and Antarctica and you know, all over the world, but in the grand scheme of things I can't realistically get to all those locations, and I'm much more interested in UK locations. So it makes me kind of think that I want to watch channels that are going to show me places that can be accessible. That's my thinking. Now, there's quite a few really good photographers and vloggers that have stopped doing YouTube. I'm going to mention two. One was Paul G. Johnson. What a character and what a photographer. And also Nev Cartledge. When they did the videos, they were so natural. It was as if you was out with them yourself, and the photography was absolutely spot on. We're still waiting for Eddie the Sloth. I'm just wondering if he's got the right location. I think there's a shot here. Okay, I've took this shot just in case we don't get another one, but it's very heavy on sky in the background. We have got some light coming through, which is just lighting up those leaves. I don't know whether you can see this in the shot, and but it is very sky heavy. Bluebells in the foreground, and we've got a couple of trees behind. We've got a branch coming in from the right, pointing to the sky actually, so might not work this. just had an update and sat nav for Eddie is lost again. In this woodland there's kind of a central path that goes through the middle, and as I'm walking along this I'm now finding a higher density of bluebells either side, but very difficult to get a shot because there's a lot of debris, fallen branches, no light, still no Eddie, and yeah, I'm hoping as we get further on that maybe it will open out a little, but as I seem to remember it didn't, and we're going to have to really work hard here to get a composition with some colour in. It's not going to be impossible, but there's not anything that's really obvious that's standing out at the minute, and I think we have to be patient. So nothing that side. I think there's something here. Yeah, there is a shot there. I do like that. So I say you see a shot, then you look and there's always something in the way. There's a little branch in the way, a young tree at the bottom, and I don't really want that in the shot, so I might have to take that out in Photoshop. We are getting some light just coming down as well. The sun's getting a little higher, so it would be nice for some light to bob down on here. But yeah, quite difficult. I thought my local woodland was difficult to shoot. This looks even more challenging. Sat nav Eddie, eh? Still not here. Will be time to go soon. Okay, so I've framed up this shot and we'd got this little tree in front. I've managed to frame that out and I've got these trees in the composition. I just love the way the roots, I think it's the roots that are wrapping round these trees, and we've got the bluebell colour below there, but it just looks really nice. There's no light, so it's going to be a flat looking shot, but I just like the way these trees are arranged here. I haven't managed to separate them fully. There is one tucked behind, but yeah, it does frame up quite nicely. I'm not going to mention the fact that he got lost, so because he won't be happy. Hey! Hey! I think he's deaf as well. Hello! Hello! Yeah, it's definitely deaf. Hello! Hello! Well, whilst we've got the light here, we're just doing some intimate shots of the bluebells that ramp up along this bank. Where? I'm talking to myself. Yeah. I've not seen any places to eat.
We're literally in the middle of like tourist central, Cromford and all that.
Oh yeah, there's a cap up Cromford. yeah, so a few intimate shots here. Eddie's got his 70 to 200. That's easy to get on that path, look, because he's just come out, hasn't he?
Yeah, got a lovely dog.
In his yellow shorts. Right. Our sun's gone in, bugger. Come down this death-defying path that was so bad I had to chuck my tripods down and sort of slither down. But what we've come to now is absolutely the best part of this woodland. The bluebells here are mixed in with wild garlic, so you're getting the white and the blues and the purples of what's in front of us, and it looks really nice. There's definitely a very nice shot here that we're going to get. We best get cracking because the sun keeps coming in and out. Well, we're finally down on level ground now after what was a major adventure of slipping and sliding down. But we did get to those beautiful bluebells, and we've come to this tunnel now.
Straight in me shot.
Straight in his shot. He's low on battery as well.
As soon as I click, you walk into it.
He's got that many cameras and he's low on battery. There's a nice shot there of that tunnel, isn't there? What do you reckon? So we're ending the morning on a coffee. Very nice it is. Very cheap because I didn't pay for it. Somebody else did, which is always best. So LEA wood. It's okay for bluebells when you find them, and I'll try and explain on the map where it is. Sorry, there's somebody starting to cut trees down again. So yeah, we'll close this at home. Well, I wish we'd have vlogged ourselves coming down that embankment, because it was yeah, it was death defying. You had to slide down, and at the bottom you started to accelerate. You had to catch a tree to stop you going any further down. So yeah, it was, oh, why didn't we film it? Anyway, here is a little map guide of where to find this patch of bluebells stroke wild garlic, which look very nice when they're mixed together. If you go down the Cromford Canal, keeping the canal on your left hand side, you'll come to Gregory Tunnel. Don't go through the tunnel, take a right and follow the path that goes up over the tunnel, and it goes up into the woodland, and after about a 5-10 minute walk, the woodland will open out into this area where the garlic and bluebells are, and very nice it was. We should have spent more time there, but after the walk we'd had to get there, we were getting on the tired side. Okay, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, help me grow. Pop a comment in the bottom. And on that note, I'll see you later on the next one.